Hey, how y'all doing today? Welcome back. So, um, today, this is for the 30th right here. Yesterday, it may have said, well, it was put up today, but that was for yesterday, the 29th. Today is the 30th. We gonna end, we gonna end September off strong. We gonna end it off strong. Trust and believe. In October, it's gonna be a fresh breath of air, a nice fresh breath of air, because I got something planned for October for y'all. And I really want y'all to enjoy it. And it'll get me out of what I'm going through, and maybe help you guys as well. So, you know, with that being said, we're gonna focus on October tomorrow, on the 1st. Right now, we gonna end September strong with one strong poem to end it off. I keep saying end it off, but you get what I mean. Alright. So here we go. Do it to be happy, even if you don't want to at the time. Your future self will thank you in the long run. You're only young once, so have some fun. Now let me say this again. Let me say it again. Do it to be happy, even if you don't want to at the time. Your future self will thank you in the long run. You're only young once, so have some fun. Yes. So, we all go through things, and we all suffer pain, and we all struggle with that pain. But I think the thing is that, you might struggle through some things, but you don't necessarily have to stay in that space. You don't have to stay in that pain. Trust and believe, it is tough, but I'm working to get through it myself. So, trust and believe, it's not the easiest process to just go through stuff, to not have fun and not enjoy things the way that you want to, and to not, you know, have the fun that you want to have. It's life is a blessing. It's a gift. It's a wonderful gift. Every day that you're on this earth is a wonderful gift sent from the good Lord himself. Every day that you're here is one day that he grazes your existence, I will say. And the thing about life is, when you're young, you can't really, you can be young for a certain amount of time, and then the time goes and you're wondering what happened. You're wondering why it slipped out of your fingertips, and why you have so much regret. It's because you didn't do the proper work to make your future self proud. You were too focused on the now. You were too focused on what was supposed to happen in the future, and not focusing on working on yourself right now. Because the only way to get to your future self is by working on you right now. And that may mean making some sacrifices that you're uncomfortable making, and having to go through some pain that you may not necessarily want to go through. And you might not have as much, it might be painful, uncomfortable, you know, whatever the case is. But I will say that, you know, it's easy to stay down and be in pain and struggle. But at the same time, it's difficult it may be difficult to deal with. But it's easy to just sit down and just be depressed and be upset. And I've had some days where that's all I wanted to do. But consistently doing that does not get you out of that space. You have to change it up. You have to change it up, because at that point you're wasting your youth on being sad and stressed out and being disappointed and stuff. You're wasting your youth. All the stuff that you went through, you were supposed to go through, and it's teaching you a lesson that you can take with you for the rest of your life. Like if it's not the greatest experience for you, the one thing about it is it's a learning experience. It will really help you learn more about yourself and help you learn why you had to go through it at the time that you had to go through it. And being young, or growing up, actually, not being young, because certain aspects of being young, I'm not going to say it's easy, but it's definitely gets harder as you get older, I will say. But the thing is that growing up is a difficult transition. Growing up from being a kid to a teenager, then teenager to adult, you know, these are tough transitions, but as soon as you get grown, you have to handle grown man responsibilities and grown woman responsibilities and grown person responsibilities. You have to handle that in stride and put your best foot forward and put your best effort forward to be the best that you can be in that time. And if there's nothing you can do at that point, if there's no more you can do at that point, then you really have to focus on, you know, what is your end goal? What is the purpose for doing it? Why? What are you trying to get out of it? And these are things that are important to know and to figure out as you're coming of age and as you're becoming an adult and you're growing up. These are things that, but at times, not everybody is able to learn it in their 20s. Some people learn it in their 30s and 40s and 50s. Do you want to be the person that learns it in your 40s and 50s? Like if it's due to unforeseen circumstances, which a lot of things are, if it's due to, going through obviously stuff that's out of your control, then, there's not much you can do at that point. But within that space that you're in, do you try to improve? Do you try to get better? Do you try to see the good? It can be hard at times. Trust me. Trust and believe it can be hard. Especially when you feel like you have a long road ahead of you, or you feel like it's going to take forever for you to get to a certain space. You got to think of it like one step at a time. Just look one day at a time, which is hard to do because we're all trying to get to a certain space at a certain time. We're trying to get there quick. But unfortunately, nothing happens quick. The pyramids weren't built in a day, as cliche as that sounds. It's progress over rush. You have to learn to be man, this is something I'm trying to learn myself, but you have to learn to be happy in the space that you're in, no matter the circumstance. Because sometimes you'll have moments where you're happy because you have something to look forward to, or you have something that's going on with you, or you have something that is going on. But in the moments where not much is going on, where you're, you know, you're still trying to figure stuff out, you know, it can be tough. It can be saddening. It could be depressing. But at the end of the day, not every time that you wake up, it's going to be you know, that you're going to have, what would it be? Sunshine and rainbows. Not every day is like that. Some days where it's nothing but rain, thunder, and all of that stuff. But it's how you respond to that rain and thunder that really builds your character. And for me, myself, I'm doing the best I can to find ways to see it in a positive spin. There's times when I see it in a positive spin, but sometimes those negative thoughts come creeping in, you know, and it's like you're trying to figure out what you have to do, and you try to find a way to just get through each day. And think about it like if it's your last, and stop stressing about the future. Stop stressing about the past. You know, it seems like your future is just so vast. But in front of you, it seems so overcast. Yeah, so, I don't know, but do the best you can and enjoy your life. Enjoy it. Enjoy your youth. You're only young once. And I keep telling myself that over and over while I'm trying to get out of that space. I keep telling myself, you know, every day that goes by is one more day less of my youth that I have. So I gotta enjoy every moment of it. Even though it's tough, you gotta enjoy the good and the bad. You know, we gonna figure it out. And when you're watching my videos, by the end of this upcoming month, you're gonna see changes. You're gonna see big changes, and you're gonna see the boy getting bigger, getting stronger. You know, and these are things that I find to look forward to, honestly, because when you're thinking like so far ahead, and you're like, there's so much time in between now and then, you're thinking about that, and it's just like it's painful to think about, because you end up getting to a point where you just like you're just passive and motionless through life. You're just going through the motions, trying to get through the next day. And yes, I've had a few days like that, but I think at the end of the day, you have to, because the longer that you stay in there, the longer that you stay in there. The longer that you allow yourself to be in that space, the longer you're going to be in that space. Yeah. It doesn't last forever. That's the thing. It doesn't last forever. And I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to figure this out. And I'm grateful for all the support that you guys give me, that y'all have given me within this past year and some change. And I appreciate you guys for staying and sticking to it, you know. Yeah, and I plan to have much more content for y'all. We gonna start that, you know, October playlist. We're gonna start that tomorrow. I got some stuff planned for y'all. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. All right. I've went on enough. I've ran my mouth enough. So let me know what you guys think. You know. And also, what would you want to see in November? If you had any ideas of what you would want me to do in November, you know, there might be some days that I may not be able to because of, you know, but even through Thanksgiving break, I'm still gonna make videos. I'm still gonna do that, you know. So let me know what you guys want me to do. I know what I'm gonna do in October, but let me know what you guys want me to do in November, and we'll do it or put it into consideration. All right. Peace out, y'all. About to eat some food because I'm starved.